once I got my whole thing and a chance to tell it, I realized that the only way is to tell everything.
Amazing career. The NFL.
There's Cruz weighs 245.
Hosting America's Got Talent. My kids are huge White Chick fans. My favorite thing right now, because I'm coming fresh off of this book. So you decided to be an author and write Tough, The Journey to True Power. What I love most about it is it's so transparent and you're so vulnerable in it.
I learned all the lessons the hard way. This is one reason why I'm probably the most grateful man in Hollywood, in California, in the United States. I know where I could have been. Any bit of non-transparency comes with trying to hold on to my ego. Yeah. You know, here I am, I had this opportunity. I was in the NFL. You're like, man, I'm right there, I can touch it, and then get cut. We had to start all over again. And again, I was back living with my parents, trying to figure out what I was gonna do with a wife and kids. And this is where the ego stuff comes in. I still had pride that I was like, I can't work because, you know, I can't do those jobs. Those jobs are beneath me. I was in the NFL. What is it gonna look like, me out there flipping burgers or something? And my wife was like, well, it looks like we could eat if you do that. Once I got another shot, and once I realized, oh my God, this is it. I ran full-fledged into a self-disciplined life. I began to train. From the workout, like you mentioned, the resiliency and spirit and physical and mental.
You were super disciplined professionally, obviously like as an athlete, fitness-wise, you get your, chest bouncing. And
It's still there.
So like you're obviously like super disciplined there, but then in some personal morality and character things you struggle with, right? So you can be disciplined in one area or not disciplined in another, and that's where like I think this whole totality of like mind, body, spirit, social. When I teach it, I talk about like a chair, right? You got 4 legs, mind, body, spirit, social. If you can balance it, right, with no weight in it, it stands up. But if one of these are weak and you sit down in it, it's gonna break it, right?
Let me tell you, I had a weak leg, and it was pornography. That was the one thing I thought I could never be, and I just always had that as a crutch. It was like alcohol or a drug, or when I got depressed or anything, I would escape to it. I was the guy at the strip club. I was the guy who was unfaithful at a massage parlor. Now, when it's like go and sin no more, it's literally now you can make a change in that way. And the way people were behaving in regards to all those women who had been abused.
You're like, hey, this happened to me too.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I said,
hey man, for me the ego would have been, don't tell anybody that. But the transparency, the real me said, hey man, if you don't stand with these women right now, it was like God was telling me, he was like, dude, you could be a fake. Because, you know what I mean? Because you know this happened, and if you don't tell, but see, this is another thing. I remember when it happened and I came forward, I told my wife Hollywood was over.